Hello everybody. Today I'm going to record chapter 5 of grade 4 science. In chapter 5 it talks about the planet Earth, and when we look at the our Earth, actually at the in the ancient times, people they have believed that they have some ideas about the Earth's shape. They have different ideas. Some of them said that the Earth is a flat like this picture, and some of them they just believe that the Earth is a square like this picture that you see, and some of them they believe that the Earth's surface is like a triangle. But finally, they believe that the Earth is, and even there's some ideas about the Earth's surface or the shape of the Earth, that they believe that it is sphere like this picture. So they thought that the Earth's face was as flat as a tri or even square, and then they believe that they have more ideas, because the world is round shape. Whatever direction you travel in, you always return to the same point. It's like what, like for example, if you assume that we have this ball, and if you start from here and start to move by this direction, finally you will just come to the same point. Why? Because the Earth is round. That's why. And if you look at this example carefully, if you see that the Earth's surface is round. And there is a question: how do you believe that the Earth is round? If we look at this simple example, we can easily see that the first, when you look at the shape from long way, you will see that at the first you will just see this part. As it's clear, you're gonna see only the top of the sail, and then when it come closer, you can even see the bottom of the ship, and finally you are easy to, and in the third picture, as it's clear, you can see the ship all. So this is a good example to understand that the Earth is round. And if you look at this picture from the side, you see that the Earth, you can see that the Earth is a sphere from photographers taken from outer of the space by the satellites. They just captured this picture, and you can easily see that the Earth's sphere is. So just look at this picture, you will see that the Earth's surface is round, as you see in this picture. Okay, now let's learn about which of the Earth's layer can you observe. Actually, our world is made up of many layers. You can observe three of them that we are going to explain in the next slides. You even live on one of them. We are live on one of them. You call the layer you live on observation, or the place that we live, the layer that we live on Earth, is called Earth's crust, or we call lithosphere. So what's lithosphere? If we look, the lithosphere is a made from soil and rocks, and if you look, 1/4 of the Earth's surface is land. So, as we said, the lithosphere is made from soil and rock. 1/4 of the Earth's surface is called land. The land is the place that animals live on it, and even we are live on land. The lithosphere is very thin compared to the size of Earth, and you can compare the Earth's and its crust to a boiled egg and its shell. If you look at this example, you see that this one is a good example to understand the layers of the Earth. If you look at the egg, you see that boiled egg, it's covered by a shell, and we can compare that this shell is crust. and there are other parts like mantle and core. So so if you look at this picture, you see that there are some places that there's a volcano and earthquakes. So the cracks or movement of the lithosphere are called earthquakes, and it causes natural deserts. So natural disasters are caused by earthquake or are caused by a movement of lithosphere. Now we have another part or another layer of the earth that we call the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere, it's not, we can say that earth, as you know, it's covered with a layer of water. The whole body of water on the earth is called, it's called hydrosphere. About third of the earth is covered by water, and another quarter of the earth, as we explained, it is land. If you look, you can easily see the earth, and if from this picture, it's clear that the about 3/3 of the earth, it means 3 part of the earth. If we make earth into 4 parts, 3 part of the earth it's covered by water, and this water it's called hydrosphere. And we see that the a quarter part of the earth is what it is, land, or we call the most massive very big pieces of land are called continents. So continent, we can say that it's a land part of earth, but ocean, it's what it's a hydrosphere part, or it's a water part of the earth. And if we look, hydrosphere is made up of different types of water. When we look, we have ocean, river, lake, and a ground stream. As you know, ocean it's a big, and lake are small, smaller than the ocean, like Dukan Lake, and even there are rivers, river that they mostly they are from mountains, and even there are underground streams that can be used to drink. So the hydrosphere is very important for life. Why it's important? Because this is because animals that live in the hydrosphere, they find food, shelter, and living there. If you look at this picture, you see that there are many fishes, and even there are turtle, and they live in water, and they will get food and shelter, and even they are live there. And even water is very important for us too, and for animals. If you look at this picture, you see that the giraffe drinking water, and water is very important for the it's we can say that water is a source of food, or it's a source of drinking water for living things, because without water we cannot